Hello, and this is my fourth tutorial on the Hammer World Editor. Today we are going to be learning about props. Props are nice little devices or tools that allow you to add detail to your room, and let's just say an office wouldn't be an office without chairs, tables, computers, which are all possible from props. Alright, so go ahead and open Zally Clipping. Since we're going to be using this a lot, let's go ahead and texture this. So I went into my texture tool and selected the floor, and I'm going to give it a carpet texture. So let's give it that nice carpet texture. You might not have any of these textures unless you're mapping Counter-Strike. I'm mapping in Half-Life 2 Episode 2, but I've imported the textures from Counter-Strike into Episode 2, which I will teach you how to do things like that later, much later, since it's not that important. So let's look around. I'm going to give it a nice office texture. So if you have a texture, so if you have a face or wall selected with the texture application, and you want that same texture and to be applied with the same placement onto another face or wall, go ahead and right click it and it'll create that, and do that to pretty much, I'm going to do it to a lot of things. Oh, so this is, I'm just going to realign this. Alright, that's good. And now, oh, ceiling. So go ahead and texture the ceiling. Make sure to texture everything. And now I'm going to extend this to 1024 since I'm creating a whole nother room. And same with this. And this. And the floor. And alright, so if you have a brush selected and you create another brush, it will be the same height, which is a very useful thing you can do. Alright, so go ahead and, so as you can see, I now have my, now I have my wall and everything done. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is create an info player start, since we're going to be spawning. So just select the entity tool and type in info player start, but usually it is the default thing. So once that's done, I'm going to teach you how to use props. So go to your entity tool once again, and in the objects bar, go ahead and type in prop physics. Just the first one. Now place it somewhere. Now go into the physical properties, or Alt Enter, and select the world model. Hit browse. Now in here we're going to be using let's put a barrel. In Half-Life it's called an oil drum. So another thing that is nice is they have a skins tab. It's over here, right here, this little thing, and basically what it does is it allows you to have different materials on the same model. So like this one. Say we want this one. So I'm going to go ahead and select this and apply it. Hit cancel just to get out of that window. And let's place it like right on the floor. Like right here. Alright. Now we got a barrel. It's a physics prop. What a physics prop is it collides with things and moves around. It has physics. So I can bump into it and it'll move, or I can throw it around. Just simple things like that. Now, let's create a prop. Static. Prop static is basically the opposite. It just holds still. It doesn't do anything else. So go on the physical properties, world model, and let's make a dome light. Let's create a dome light. I'm going to choose the on one, this one, and apply, cancel. And let's put it on the ceiling, because the dome light wouldn't make much sense elsewhere. So I'm going to put it around the center of the room, and shift copy it over to the other room as well. So as you can see, we have two dome lights. One here, right here. They aren't going to create light. I'll show you how to make them have light later in the next tutorial. Alright, so now that that's all done, let's go ahead and save it and run the map, or F9. just leave everything on normal, and I'm not going to run the game after compiling, but you can if you want. So go ahead and compile it. Alright, so here we are in this map, and as you can see, the lights are there. When we add light, it'll look much different, and not full brights, so basically where it's fully bright. And so go ahead and grab the barrel. And as you can see, it has physics. You can move it around, collides with things. As you can see, props are a very useful thing. With more of them, you can create a very detailed room. Something you can't accomplish with brushes. So, this was our 4th tutorial, and today we learned about props. This is Zally, and I am signing off.